Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Today we are making this super cute 2x3 photo folio. Quick little brag book. Great to sell at craft fairs. Take your cutting guide, which is in the description box, and you're going to cut your paper 6.5 by 6.5. And then you are scoring at 3 and 3.5. Okay, and then you're going to cut out 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, there's 2 there, 12, what is this measurement, 2.25 by 3.25. So I'm going to cut out more of those because I need 2 of these books, and so I already have this one completely cut out. I have my 6.5 by 6.5 scored at 3, 3.5. Now we're going to cut our pieces. I wasn't going to do a video on these, but I figured they're so cute. They came out really cute, so why not? Alright, this is how I cut my waterfall pieces. So you need 12 of them. So you're going to put it in your paper trimmer at 3 3/4, and you're going to just move your paper that same short side and score it at 1/2 inch on the short side for this long piece. Okay, the 3 3/4, you need to score it on the 3 3/4 side. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my score tape or whatever double-sided tape you're using. And yes, it is going to waste some of your tape and some of your paper, but it's faster. So now I'm just going to cut it down to 2 1/4. So now you have everything scored and taped, and you're ready to go. I think I just cut that one too small. I did. Gosh darn it. That's okay. Okay. So that is how I made them. You can get probably like 4. I don't know. I'm using longer paper. But you can get a couple of them. So this, again, I put my paper with the 8.5 inch side at the top, and then I cut it at 3 3/4. I didn't rotate the paper or anything. I left it the same. I scored at 1/2 inch. I taped on that score line. Yep, all with my scoreboard right here. You know, or paper trimmer, whatever this thing is. Not caring. And then I put that paper trimmer and I cut it at 2 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was able to get 5 actually, because my paper length is 11 5/8. Yeah, some of the paper sizes here are just random. This paper was 8 by 11 5/8. 11, of course, because I miscut that. I miscut that other one. I cut it at 2 inches instead of 2 1/4. So I'm just going to use this piece real quick. Or you can always do it old school. Because I only need 1. So you can always do it like this. You can always do your measurement 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Ooh, 3 3/4. score it at 1/2 inch on the long side, and then tape it. So you can do it that way too. The other way just saves you a lot of time. Okay. So there are all my pieces. Now what I'm going to do is bring these back in and decide if I want to mat first, which I think it looks prettier, so I need to find my matting paper, which I didn't think that through. So let me go find that. Okay, and I'm going to cut it at 6 3/8 by 6 3/8. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and cut all these little raggedy pieces off because this paper is very fibrous, and so even with a brand new blade right out of the package, it is still leaving these little raggedy edges, and I don't know why. Okay, now we're going to take our base, which again was a 6.5 by 6.5, scored at 3 3/2, and we're just going to glue this on. I left mine so it's an 1/8 inch border. If you want a bigger border, obviously make your paper, cut your pattern paper smaller. All right, we're going to go ahead and glue this. I was going to use this glue stick that we got from Oohoo. Let's go ahead and use a glue stick. I don't really craft with glue sticks other than to save it from score tape, but let's go ahead and use it. Honestly, because I'm too lazy to find the pin for my art glitter glue, and I can see it's clogged up. Okay. All right, so go ahead and let that up there. I wish I would have cut more of that white border off, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. Add glue to any spots that didn't get enough. Okay. I need that, remember the glue sticks that were purple so you could see where the glue was? Okay, that should be good. I missed a couple spots. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let that dry. You're gonna cut your matting paper down. So your final little flaps are gonna be 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So you can make the flaps directly from the paper like I did this one, or you can use mats. And so you need to decide if you want to border on your mats or not, in which I always want to border. So 3 1/4, so I'm going to do 3 1/8 by 2 1/8. 8. What's going on here? 3 1/8. Okay, by 2 1/8. And you need 12 of these. You could probably, well, not probably, you can go ahead and mat both sides if you want to. I typically don't. Because they can put the picture on the front with have a little bit of border and then journal on the back or whatever you want to do. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Of course. Anyway, we're not gonna do this whole video on this, but so go ahead and cut your pieces out. You can mat them before or after. you place your waterfall down. I'm going to go ahead and mat all of mine before, and then we'll place our waterfall down. Okay, so all of mine are matted. So now we need to come back to this little piece here. And because I didn't score the pattern paper, what I'm going to do is go back over here and just kind of lightly score it again on the back, just so I can have those score lines on the pattern paper. You could do it first, but I just didn't want to, I guess. That way your paper folds in nicely. There we go. So the first time when I did this, I did not score it and it kind of wrinkled, and I didn't like a wrinkle. So if you score it to like this, how I just did it, it's perfectly fine. All right, so we need to go ahead and lay our waterfall. Okay, so take your waterfall pieces, you know, fold in, burnish. And we're going to start with one piece. Make sure there's no overhang. I like to work upside down. And want my waterfall to be about 1/2 inch from the top. It doesn't have to be exact measurement, but if you want it to be exact measurement, then here we go. 1/2 inch. And again, I work upside down. So now we have about 1/4 inch from either side. And here we go. I peeled off the backing of this one, putting my ruler back at 1/2 inch, lining them up about 1/4 inch on either side. And there we go. Okay. The more you burnish your creases, the flatter your waterfall will lay once you're done. Okay, no overhang. And now we're just proceeding like a normal waterfall, lining it up, varnishing it in. Next one. So you're just going to keep going until you have all 12 of them laid. So I have 6 on each side. You can do all of one side first if you want. It doesn't matter. They all got to get on there eventually. Right. Okay. Now I'm working sideways. I know. So whatever is most comfortable to you. For the most part for me, I work, oh, the taping did not come off. The backing. For the most part, I work upside down, but occasionally I work sideways. But as long as my paper, like if my paper is sideways and crooked, or like at a slant, no matter what I put down, it's absolutely straight. And I don't know how that happens, but I guess that's the magic of a crazy brain, right? These zigzags are giving me a migraine here. Okay, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. And 6 and 6. And that is it, guys. You can go through and you can corner around, which I meant to do and I completely forgot about. So I'm going to do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I picked this pattern paper, well, because I had it left over, and also because I'm not going to mat in between because this paper is already crazy enough with the horizontal and the vertical stripes, and so we don't need to add anything else. If you wanted to, you could probably add a solid color just to kind of neutralize it, but I don't know. Now that I say that, now I want to kind of add red, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and corner chop all of my edges. And this definitely would have looked better if I would have corner chopped the pieces first, like the layers, but that's okay. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go through and do. And then I'm also going to mat just the cover. I didn't feel that the back and the spine needed to be covered because these are little books you're just going to throw in your purse, and you don't want too many things on there. And plus, most people aren't going to look, I mean, they may look at the back, but I'm going to put my little logo thing on the back. So it's not like you're going to put a picture or anything on the back. And this piece was just slightly smaller than 3, so 2 7/8 by 6 3/8. And I thought that was enough. I thought it was cute. Like this, there's nothing on the back, nothing on the spine. And you can make these out of your thicker double-sided paper. I just don't have any double-sided paper. And so I had to use, cardstock and single-sided paper. So that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.